All right, guys. So, wow, he did it! Ryan Blaney is the Cup Series champion. Oh, I am so happy. All right, so I'm gonna be pretty quick about this because I just want to go over some things and everything of the sort. So let me pull up the seasonal results. So let me first get my raw emotions out of the day of today. So to me, at least, the oh, they buggered that up. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Um, there we go. Sorry, I'm just pulling up the schedule and everything from this season, and NASCAR.com's being wonky. But so I really didn't get a chance to watch much of the race today. I was traveling, and spending time with some family and everything like that. But I did listen on MON radio because I didn't have to drive or anything like that. We got back to our destination. I think that I caught what was left. I caught what was left of the race with about 10 laps to go, 5 to 10 laps to go, um, down at the very end, and was able to at least see the ending, like see Chastain get across the finish line and win the race, and see Blaney win the championship. But that whole entire situation, like for all things considered, it sounds like it was a pretty clean race. All, and Blaney probably could have won the championship without needing to pit. Maybe he did need to pit, but he didn't get screwed out from a bad pit stop or anything like that. So I'm gonna go over the winners for this season, and I'm gonna give my thoughts on the season as a whole. Um, so let's see here. We're just gonna go ahead and skip the beginning part of the season because it's all the Coliseum stuff and everything like that. So Daytona 500, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Second race, Kyle Busch, Auto Club. William Byron won back-to-back at Las Vegas and Phoenix. Joey Logano won at Atlanta. Tyler Reddick won at Circuit of the Americas. Oh my God, it feels like forever since that happened. Kyle Larson won at Richmond. Christopher Bell won at Bristol Dirt. Larson won at Martinsville in the spring. I completely forgot about that. Kyle Busch won at Talladega. Martin Truex Jr. won at Dover. It feels like forever since that happened. Denny Hamlin won Kansas. William Byron won at Darlington back in May. The All-Star race, I'll just throw that in there. Kyle Larson won. And then the Coca-Cola 600 happens, and Ryan Blaney gets his first win of the season. Kyle Busch won at Worldwide Technology Speedway. I had no idea about that. Ryan Newman won Sonoma. Ross Chastain won at Nashville. I remember catching the tail end of that. Shane Van Gisbergen won the Chicago Street Race. William Byron won at Atlanta. Martin Truex Jr. won at New Hampshire. Denny Hamlin won at Pocono. Chris Buescher won at Richmond, then won at Michigan. Michael McDowell won the Indianapolis Road Course event. William Byron won Watkins Glen. Chris Buescher wins the Coke Zero Sugar 400 at Daytona. Kyle Larson wins at Darlington. Tyler Reddick wins at Kansas. Denny Hamlin wins the Bass Pro Shops night race at Bristol. And then we go into the playoffs. Byron wins Texas. Blaney gets his second win of the season at Talladega. I think it was fifth at the track overall. AJ Allmendinger wins the Bank of America Roval 400 at Charlotte. Then we go into the playoffs round of 8. Kyle Larson wins at Las Vegas. Christopher Bell wins at Homestead. Ryan Blaney wins at Martinsville. And then we go to the championship 4, and Blaney finishes second again. But he was the highest finishing driver, and he was in the championship 4, and he got to do it. So, wow, I'm just, I'm blown away by it. This season, I didn't catch all the races. I feel like I missed a lot of them, to be honest. Um, I think I remember seeing Blaney's win at the Yellowwood 500. Um, and I know I missed the Martinsville race. I missed the fall Martinsville race. Um, but I'm just blown away. I'm absolutely blown away. The two guys that I pull for each weekend are Blaney and Reddick. And I will be honest about this, genuinely. I don't know what the old Winston Cup points format would have been like, but to be completely honest, my two picks for this championship were going to be William Byron or Ryan Blaney. Byron, just because he has been the most consistent and one of the best drivers this whole season. And Blaney was my other pick just because he's pretty consistent when he has a good race, when everything goes right. But when you're comparing 6 wins in a season to 3 wins in a season, and two of those 3 wins come so close to the end, like under good circumstances, maybe you don't make up that deficit with a different point system. But I still have my own little issues with this points format, but I am happy that Ryan Blaney finally got it. The way that this championship is decided, everyone, they played by the rules. They won the championship. So I'm very happy. I still am kind of in shock about it. Like, yeah, I mean, this dude has gotten so close to winning the Daytona 500 a number of times. And he got really close to winning at Talladega in the springtime, and he didn't win it. He got wrecked. But to finally see something like really, really good, really high elevation stuff go right, I'm so happy that he won the championship. Because I really wondered, like, this season especially, I looked at the season and I was like, okay, he's just going to... Yeah, I hope that he can get there, but man, oh man, like, things are gotta go right for him. They really, really do. And really this season alone, like, I was just happy that it's like, hey, dude's finally getting, like, top 5s, top 10s, and is actually getting wins, and holy crap, he's also winning some key races, all 3 races, all 3 wins this season were actually fantastic in how they happened. Wins the Coke 600. That's a very prestigious race in the NASCAR community. Goes and wins Talladega and gets his 5th win there. Like, he's getting close to Dale Jr. levels of victories there. And Dale Jr. was my favorite driver growing up for a majority of my time watching racing. And then he gets the Martinsville clock. Like, the Martinsville win kind of made me think of, like, wow, this is really like, seeing Dale Earnhardt Jr. in a way in 2014 because he won the 500. He won at Pocono. He won both Pocono races. And then he won Martinsville. And I caught the ending of that race. I caught all of the 500. I missed the Pocono events. But still, it's like, looking at Blaney, at least it was like, you know what? He's actually clicking along pretty well. If he doesn't win the championship this year, he'll have a lot of momentum to build off of, and maybe the big focus next season is go and get that Daytona 500 win and then fight for the championship. And he gets the championship before the 500 win, and I'm still happy for that. I really, really am. So, yeah, I'm super happy. I'm glad that Blaney finally gets a championship in the top 3 divisions. And real quick to just kind of talk about the other 2 series for the lower divisions real fast. So for the Xfinity Series, I was pulling for Sam Mayer or more likely Justin Allgaier. I kind of hate how certain chunks of people really clown on Allgaier, but Allgaier's not that bad. Like, he can be a good driver when the things go right for him. And he made it into the Final Four, and he had a good season. Sucks that neither of the JRM cars made it there. and I am really disappointed by the outcome of that. Ugh, no, don't like Cole Custer. Um, and then beyond that, for the Truck Series, okay, the guy that won the championship, he was who I picked. I picked Ben Rhodes to win the championship. I pulled for him in the Truck Series. And just as a walk-off type of thing, I was hoping that, okay, if something happens to Rhodes, I really hope that Grant Enfinger gets himself the championship. And it ended up being about a truck length that separated the two. But the whole entire end, I was listening to the race, and it just was awful. Just awful listening to it. Um, I'm disappointed by the Truck Series finish. The Xfinity race sounded like it went really good. I listened to that on MRN. Don't like Cole Custer, but congrats to him on winning his championship. And from what I heard throughout a majority of today, when I was listening to the broadcast on MRN, this was a very, very clean race from what I can tell. And I'm just pumped that Blaney won it. So, all right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you again next time, and we'll go from there. So thank you.